It's kind of funny. I like kind of forgot all the African names of the food, but like granted, there's like pat and fufu that's like on the top of my mind. And pat, what you do is you put corn flour in water at first, and you boil that up, and then you throw starch in, more corn flour and starch in, and then you stir it up, really like using force and strength to like stir it up to like this doughy consistency of like bread before you put it in the oven. And then you make this wonderful sauce depending on what you do. And you eat it with your hand. Just like take a good chunk of it, and it's really hot at first. Granted, you like burn your fingers off every time you're eating this. Fufu is different, only like the way you make it. You take this root called a manioc, which is pretty much starch, and you put this in this wooden bowl thing, and then you take this stick that you have, and you start beating it. You just beat the thing into like a dough consistency, because then you throw water in as well as you're beating it, and like you have 3 people doing this, and like it becomes a good portion sized meal. And then you make another sauce with it and eat it just the way you eat pat. But there's other different kind of pat. There's pat rouge, which is like red pat. It is more like if you just like threw tomato sauce in while you're making the pat, and it becomes red. That was really good. That was my favorite Togolese food there, other than fried plantains and these things called beignets, which is just like this fried dough. This deep fried dough is so good. You just like have like this bowl of sugar, and you take the beignet and you rip it, and you just like put in like sugar and eat it. That was good. My favorite meals would probably come from the Ivory Coast. There's this thing called a chique. That, I don't know if you know what couscous is, or like some other equivalent that we have here, but like these little tiny things that like I don't even know how they make it, but you just steam it so it comes like moist, and then you throw that with like mayonnaise and like sardines and maybe like coleslaw, and it's a great meal. That is, as well as even like boiling yams or deep frying yams was the best. Was the best food I can actually say. Street food, like what you wanted to avoid was meat. Like that was probably unsafe, but like the deep fried stuff is safe just because it's deep fried, and you probably like destroy your diet, and if you ate that all the time, which I kind of did after like the end of my mission, just because it's like I'm tired, and like here's 200 francs, all right, good sized meal. Like spaghetti as well, like they make a lot of spaghetti and rice. That's also like what we mostly ate on my mission. So when I came back from a mission, I was sick and tired of it and didn't want to eat it anymore. In fact, now I can't even like eat macaroni and cheese without like I don't know, just like not feeling nauseated. It's just so weird. But they had this pepper called pima, which is this really tiny pepper, and it gets like a hard kick. It's like as spicy as habanero, I could say. And so they ate that with everything, really. So, your meal would be really spicy hot, as well as like hot and pretty good, depending on the sauce. Dessert was always fruit, because after you ate a big meal, they would always give you like pineapple or oranges to eat. And that they told you that would settle your stomach, and that did actually. It helped. So if you're stuffed, good pre-missionary thing, or later, if you're eating a big meal, always eat citrus fruit afterwards, and you'll feel better. You'll be able to move and function. Drinks. There was this drink that was pretty good called BSAP. I can't remember. I think it was like they took like this purple flower from this tree or something from this tree, and they'd boil it, and it'd be this purple consistency, and it was just really like kind of sugary, bitter sugary. Like it was just pretty good. You just like have this sack and just like bite the corner of it and just like drink it out of it, and yeah, that was a good drink. Another like interesting drink I had was like pure ginger juice, which burns if you drink it. It's like if you never had alcohol and you just drink pure ginger juice, like that'd probably be your one done alcohol experience. Because like I don't know, I think I've heard that alcohol kind of like burns your mouth. That's just what I've heard. But so like we made a joke that like this would be great to like go to a bar like with your non-Mormon friends and just like, all right, hey guys, here's some shots on me, like take a taste, because it really like it stings.